After we prepared the tools and equipment, I introduced the preparation of fabric for jabbing. Firstly, select fabric. Which fabric will we select? We will select the fabric for jabbing based on the garment fabric. The principles for the selection is similar thickness and properties. Similar properties means the extensibility, elasticity, and tensile properties of fabric need to be similar. According to this principle, when we select muslin, if your finished garment is made of lightweight fabric, then it's suitable to select lightweight muslin. If the garment fabric is middleweight, then select middleweight muslin. If the garment fabric for a jacket or a coat is heavyweight, in this case, please select the heavyweight muslin. In addition, there is also a kind of muslin called canvas, which is quite stiff. For a stiff garment style, you can select canvas for jabbing. You can also use a heavyweight muslin with fusible interlining on its back to achieve a stiff appearance. That's another way. In some cases, except muslin, we need to select other fabrics. For example, if the garment is made of elastic woven fabric, we select alternative fabrics with similar elasticity for jabbing. For another example, some lightweight garment fabrics like silk chiffon, georgette, and charmeuse are very easy to stretch in diagonal direction and have quite good drapeability. The performance of muslin is quite different from that of these fabrics. In this case, we can use cheap alternative fabrics such as polyester chiffon, georgette, and satin as jabbing materials. There is another case, knitted fabrics. Knitted fabrics have good elasticity, which is quite different from the performance of muslin. In this case, we can use weft knitted fabrics or warp knitted fabrics as alternative fabrics for jabbing. It's very important to select jabbing fabrics correctly. In our jabbing course, we mainly use muslin. After select fabric, we will make preparation of muslin. Here are some important terms of muslin. The first term is selvage, which is the edge of muslin. The second term is lengthwise grain, which is the grain parallel to the selvage. The grain perpendicular to the selvage is named crosswise grain. Generally, the lengthwise grain of fabric is not easy to stretch and deform. The crosswise grain is somewhat more stretched than the lengthwise grain. Bias, which is a diagonal line across the width of the fabric, is relatively easy to stretch and deform. True bias is achieved when fabric is cut at a 45-degree angle to the crosswise and lengthwise grain. True bias has the maximum amount of stretch and best drapeability among the directions of woven fabric. During jabbing process, we need to select the correct grain. In most cases, we use lengthwise grain of fabric to jab along the center front line of dress form. However, when jab a neckline cover or a bias dress, we will use two bias of fabric following center front line of dress form. Now, we have prepared fabric for jabbing.